Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chaosville, here with your master of horror for the evening and lying in bed months. So, firstly, we have figured out what was going wrong in the last episode. Between me getting all the stuff ready to capture all of the Ars Magica bosses, and us attempting to in the previous episode, there was an update to Ars Magica 2, which basically makes it nigh impossible to actually capture any of the bosses. Which is a massive pain for me, but, oh well, more or less the only way you can catch them in now is a force flask, because, hey, Dartcraft. So we're probably going to have to put that whole idea on hold for the time being, at least. There's a bunch of bosses in, like, the Twilight Forest that we could probably still capture. And a bunch of other bosses in other mods that we can take a look at. But, Ars Magica, pretty sucky, as we also found out really cheats its difficulty. But whilst we were away fighting for our lives against creatures we could barely do 1 damage against, our beloved well, our beacon of terror and horror upon the server, was graffitied. Now this is courtesy of Mr. Dave Fayram, Mr. Kieran Dave, who I believe lives in that direction. And he came along, having removed the curse upon him, after the second attempt. The first time he jumped around for joy for a bit before him being hit with slowness 2. And you can't see it, but there are invisible and functionally indestructible blocks here. Now, I know he's been looking into blood magic, so I checked out the blood magic section, and then I checked out Ars Magica and all sorts, because I know he's been doing that with Dave 1 as well. And it turns out I have been greatly overestimating the capacities of Mr. Kieran Dave, because what he's actually used is open blocks. He's used Magic Pencil. Now, if you don't know, Magic Pencil is a means of placing invisible blocks that can only be seen when you're wearing these glasses. I had a pair of the amazing Technicolor glasses, but I don't know where they've gone. It's fairly cheap, just a piece of coal, slime ball, a stick, and an ender pearl, and you get this. And you need the glasses to see them, which these you can make with a piece of paper. Doesn't take any durability off, doesn't use it up. These two you actually have to find. But, yeah, he came in, sloofed his way in with some Mission Impossible music, and placed this all around our... all around the top of this, so consequently our poor cover has been breaking up. But, we can just move... we can only remove these if you have the glasses on, because then they're the only way you can select them. It's made it a dang difficulty for me to actually get in and out of this thing. Yeah, honestly, what a hoodlum. Coming in and just placing all manner of blocks everywhere. Thank you. Get rid of that. And a bit more. There's a little more I can see. I think that's it. I think that's it. We can hop down here and I'll take a look. Yep, that looks like all of it. Okay, so that should be fine now. And just to be on the safe side, I did come through here and do a bit of engineering. And our interdiction matrix is now fully functional. It's got a bunch of power coming from here. So that's wonderful. I did have to add some speed modules to that, and occasionally this does run out of power. I think it's to do with chunk loading in part as well. But when this is turned on, no one can place or break blocks around for 32 blocks that isn't me. So, good luck damaging anything around the well. You can still open the leech chest upstairs, but that is actually our main port of call for today, because today we are doing some engineering work. Whoa, balls! That happens every now and then. Some engineering work on the wiring. And oh yes, I don't know if I've showed that off. Let me just hop up here. So here we have a feature of one of the newer mods. We have statues installed now. So here is just a... I think this is just a Cobblestone Statue, but I've applied the palette to it. And let me see, if I just open that up. It's a very small mod, all things considered. It's only got 3 items, a palette, a hammer, and a showcase for showing off items, much like Bibliocraft does. The hammer, very cheap, just 2 iron, 2 sticks. The palette requires a bunch of colours and a block of wood. You stack up 2 blocks of any kind, as long as they're the same, in a vertical pattern, and you right-click it with the hammer, and you can select the username of the skin that you want to use, and you can then pose it around. So I have posed it into this slightly crawling up the side of the wall kind of view, and then you can use the palette to apply the full color skin. You can also give them items, so I kind of be giving this guy pickaxes, but for now it'll do quite nicely. I don't know if this will change if I change my skin. But yeah, so I just right-click this. Doop, give him some bread. He has bread. Don't run, I'm only bringing you food. And if you make this out of redstone blocks, it does actually make a redstone signal. But otherwise it doesn't do anything. It's just stationary completely. But that is that. Let me hop down here. It's usually easy to get in here from there. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually running a little low on power, so I might want to set something up for that soon enough. Okay, so down here I've cleared a few pieces. I finally put the ender chest that we need here, so that is white, black, brown for anyone going to be cursed. And I did some work in a creative test world, working out how to do the wiring for this. And I think I've hit upon the perfect solution, or at least near perfect. So we need 7 chests arranged like so. And they don't need to be accessible, but we might as well make it that way, just for demonstration purposes at least. And then we need to put item ducts between them. So that we can then... Let's see, we used to isolate these as well. So it's coming out of there, going into there, going out that way, and then coming out this way, locking off that. And just sort of bringing this chain around. Doop, 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 doop. And then this would be where it would actually exit to anywhere we want it to go. So we've got this chain. So all of the ones that, all of the new, the new tag logs that come out of this go into this, which is basically day 1. So we have a chest for day 1 here. Day 2, day 3, day 4. Day 5, day 6, day 7. Now we need to attach pneumatics so that we can control them with redstone. And onto you, there we go. Now, the pneumatics can be controlled via the redstone, so we can enable it to be high, low, or ignored entirely, so it's just always pumping out. We want it to be high. And what we need is to then trigger these in reverse order, so that this goes off, and then this goes off, and then this goes this, and this, and this, so that all of the items shuffle along a day without ever intermingling, and we need it so that only one of these, or at least or a staggered section, sort of individual, is active at a time. Because otherwise the tag logs get mixed in with each other and they cause all manner of issues. So, for that, we are going to require the estate cell, which is part of Project Red, and it's kind of complicated. You need to make these silicon chips, which are a bit of a pain in the hindquarters, but shouldn't be too much of an issue, because I've already got the ingredients set up. So, back up over here, and oh yeah, something I found out, when due to the update, when the cover tries to move and something is blocking its way, the manipulator makes a really loud grinding noise, which scared the hell out of me the first time I heard it, because I had no idea what it was. Let me see, we'll need a bunch of these. We might as well grab those. And we are chiefly and importantly going to be needing these. So, these are the Infused Telecoms. You make them out of red silicon compound, which you just make by surrounding a silicon piece in redstone, which you get from cutting up a silicon ball with a diamond saw, and the silicon ball you make from sandy coal, which you make by surrounding a core block in sand. You get, I think it's 8 from there, 8 per ball. Yeah, I think it used to be like 16, but it's only 8 now. And then you just, let's see, take the infused silicon, and you do that to get your silicon chip. Okay, now next, after that, we need pointers, 7 pointers, which are going to require wood. I added a wood storage here, so that we can actually keep most of our wood supplies inside of this, which is good, because it means that I don't have to worry about pulling all of them out of here whenever the wood harvester is running. But let me see, let's stick some wood in here to cook. I may have gone a little overboard with these circuit plates, but you never know when you'll need more. Okay, so wood. And just chop this up. Oh, actually, forgot I had half of one left. And I still have a ton of redstone, so this shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Yep, that will do fine. Okay. So like that, and anything in here, perfect. Create. Okay, so 7 pointers. And we also need 7 anodes and 14 conductive plates, which is not a problem at all. 1, 2, 3, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it. Okay, good. And the anodes are made using 3 redstone and 3 of these. So it's a little bit more. There we go. I need a little bit more redstone. Doop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so anode on top, pointer there, silicon chip there, conductive plates there, and lavish it in surrounding plates. And I've missed something apparently. Oh, missed the cathodes. Right, we need 7 cathodes. Oh, we have exactly the number of redstone we're going to need. That's good. Okay, just stick it there. And grab that. There. Okay, 7 cathodes. Now can we do it? Yes, we can. Okay, so state cells. Just sort my inventory while I'm quickly at it. Okay, so the state cells are... functionally, they are what is known as a monostable circuit. What they do is when they receive a pulse, they turn on for a certain period of time. They carry the pulse out as long as the pulse is running, but they only actually start counting down once the pulse drops. So let me plug one down. There we go. Okay, so thank you, Project Red, for your helpful demonstration here. So it comes in through the side, and it goes out of 2 different sides. And it has a little lock mechanism at the back. I'm gonna have to make a lever to demonstrate this. So, if we set this for 5 seconds... Okay, so power comes in, it's going out, it's staying out. And then if we turn this off, see the power stays on. And then there is a quick pulse out of this side, and then that power stops. So, basically this keeps the signal running monostable for a period of time that is predefined after the signal stops. And what I discovered, after trying out a bunch of different ideas, is that they are wonderfully designed so that I can just stick them in a line like this, and if I do that, they will produce the exact behavior that we need to do this. Now there's a little bit more than that we have to do. We have to isolate the wires using covers, and we have to give different wires just a bit of distinction. That's just like red ally wires to feed into here. But that allows us to control each one of these in sequence with a single pulse, a single clean signal. And we can get that very easily from upstairs with the interdiction matrix. Ooh, lovely view of the moon. Hurrah. From the interdiction matrix and the daylight sensor that's up there. So we'll pull that down using some red ally wire, or we could just issue a signal, but I'd rather not have it get mixed up. And then that will feed into the side of all of our state cells, and we'll be able to actually have this thing run perfectly, and it will mean that everyone that is currently under the influence of the curse, although that influence is kind of negligible until day 7, will be affected by it in tune with when they got it. So everyone who gets the curse will be affected by it 7 days after they got the curse. Perfect. Now, there is another thing to note, which is we have gotten another new mod. we had a few, it would seem, called Random Things. Now, some of you have probably seen this on the Attack of the B Team mod pack, because it's in there. And one of the things that is the most useful, besides the fact that you can dye redstone blocks for reasons unknown, is this, the Online Detector. Now, this has a GUI. You open it and you tell it a specific username, and if that person is online, it emits a redstone signal. So Chimney Swift in Attack of the B Team uses it to have his little wall of player names with lights showing whether or not they're online. Why you couldn't just use tab, I don't know. But it also means that you can trigger certain effects based on whether someone unique is online. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we will use the item ducts at the very last section of the day 7 to output all of the tag logs into a distinct network, and probably an ME network, so they can be nicely sorted, and connected to each output of metadata for the network into the full-blown system of, hey, here's the tag logs, do the curse. We will have online detectors, so that each individual tag lock of a specific player will then be tied to an online detector for that player. What that means is, if you get the curse, and then you go offline for like a week, and then you come back, and I mean an IRL week, an AFK week, rather than an in-game week, which would be much many more days, when you come back, you will get cursed. You will get the curse of the well put upon you. So you won't be able to escape it by going offline for a few hours. So that, I think, is a lovely little feature. It also means we don't waste tag logs, because everyone that gets tag locked is going to get the curse. So it makes the curse more reliable. Yeah, perfectly. Now that there aren't those magic blocks in the way, the crayon drawings in the way, that it's working quite nicely. Okay, so let me... Do I have much? I don't have much in the way of red alloy wire, so I guess I'll show you that. That is made from red iron compound. There's a lot of Project Red likes to smother things in redstone, evidently, and then smelt it for some reason. I don't quite know why, but they do. So 1, 2, and 3. Doop doop. Doop. No, missed. Evidently. There we go. Okay, red iron compound. You need 3 of these per batch of wires. Ooh, bunch of stone. I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. And oop, I did not mean to put that in there. Doop doop doop. Gotcha. And stick that in there. Okay, and that. Okay, I really need to repair my robes of the witch at some point in the near future. Okay, so red eye, like that. And like that. We get 12 pieces. Perfect. That really seems a little more like you should make like a big bundled one and then cut it down, I don't know. Okay, and we're going to need some covers, so let's grab something that we have tons of and don't need much. How's this going, by the way? Still got a ton of power in it. I'm not quite sure why. So... yeah, sandstone, that'll do. And our... where are ya? They are your diamond sword. Okay. So we can hop down, and we just need to have these be turned, the state cells be turned on for a significant enough period that they'll empty out the full thing of, the full weight of these different tag locks. Okay, bring it along, and then give it our output level for the actual state cells. We can put those down now, I think. Doop 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 doop. Oh, and yeah, we missed one. There, and there, and there. Okay. So, let's see, let's wire this up. We'll worry about separating it in a moment. Wires all up in this. There we go. A little bit of lag. And now we can separate the signals using the covers. Okay, so one there, one there, one there, one there, there, and there. I need to obviously extend the three of these up a little bit, but we should be able to demonstrate this nonetheless. And let me quickly dig out this side so we can take a better look. Doop, 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 doop. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to see three of these because the wires aren't fully hooked up, but we should be able to see the majority of them coming along, which is exactly what we want. So, with that in mind, let me shove something into some of these. And let's stick some limestone there, and some stone bricks in there. I think this is one of the ones that won't light up, so we should see that pretty quickly. So, initial signal. We'll probably just have a pulse generator going in here, and then, if I turn this off... Okay, then that one will turn on. This one's turning on. And that one. This one. See the limestone's coming out. And that one, and then lastly... this one. So now, they have shuffled along, the ones that were activated anyways, such that they will never actually intermingle. Which is absolutely perfect, and it is ridiculously simple, if a little bit on the complicated side, to craft the state cells. But anyways, that is the beginning of the wiring, and I shall catch you all next time, when perhaps I've thought of something to punish our would-be vandal. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favourite, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now, catch you later.